stop scrolling right now. Because that simple quarter in your pocket could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Most people spend these coins without thinking, but collectors are secretly hunting rare Washington quarters that look completely normal, yet sell for insane money. One small detail can change everything. A tiny mint error, a slight doubling, or even a missing design element can turn a common coin into a high-value treasure. Some of these quarters were made in limited numbers, and once collectors start competing for them, prices can skyrocket overnight. And here's the crazy part: condition is everything. A clean, sharp, almost perfect coin can be worth 10x, even 100x more than a worn one. That means the difference between a regular coin and a valuable one could already be sitting in your change right now. So, before you spend another quarter, take a closer look, because one small detail could turn it into serious cash. Follow now, because the next coin you check might change everything. Fire money bag rocket. Have you ever wondered if a simple quarter in your pocket could actually be worth far more than 25 cents? Today, we're diving deep into the 1990 D Washington quarter, a coin that most people ignore, but collectors are quietly hunting for. And the truth is, some of these coins can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars under the right conditions. The 1990 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver, which is why you'll see a small D mint mark on the obverse side, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. This coin is part of the long-running Washington quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1990, the design had remained mostly unchanged for decades, making it look very common. But don't let that fool you. Hidden value often lies in the smallest details. In 1990, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of these quarters. Because of such high mintage, most of these coins are still only worth face value in circulated condition. If your coin looks worn, scratched, or faded, it's likely only worth 25 cents. But here's where things get interesting: condition is everything. Collectors grade coins on a scale from poor to mint state. Coins that have never been used in circulation, known as mint state coins, are far more valuable. A 1990 D quarter in average uncirculated condition might be worth $1 to $5. But if the coin is in near-perfect condition, graded MS65 or higher, its value can jump significantly. Now here's where the real money starts to appear. Coins graded MS67 or higher are extremely rare. These coins have sharp details, no major scratches, and strong luster. Because so few survive in this condition, collectors are willing to pay premium prices. Some high-grade examples of the 1990 D Washington quarter have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. But condition alone isn't the only thing you should be looking for. Error coins are where things get truly exciting. Mint errors can transform an ordinary quarter into a highly valuable collectible. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck with a misaligned die, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. Look closely at the lettering, especially the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you notice clear doubling, your coin could be worth significantly more. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be missing. The more off-center the strike is, while still showing the date, the more valuable the coin becomes. Some off-center 1990 D quarters have sold for hundreds of dollars depending on how dramatic the error is. You should also watch for clipped planchet errors. These coins appear to have a piece missing from the edge. This happens when the metal blank was improperly cut before striking. These unusual shapes make the coin stand out, and collectors love them. There are also die crack errors, where you can see raised lines running across the coin due to cracks in the die used to strike it. While some die cracks are minor and add only small value, major cracks can make the coin much more desirable. Another hidden gem to look for is a coin with an unusually strong strike and deep luster. These coins, often called gem quality, can be worth much more than standard, uncirculated examples. Sometimes these coins were taken directly from mint rolls and preserved carefully for years. Now let's talk about proof-like coins. While the 1990D is not a proof coin, some examples have surfaces that appear unusually shiny and reflective. These are sometimes mistaken for proofs and can command higher prices if the quality is exceptional. It's also important to mention that cleaning your coin can actually reduce its value. Many beginners think that making a coin shiny will increase its worth, but collectors prefer original surfaces. Cleaning can damage the coin and remove important details, making it less desirable. Storage is another key factor. Coins that have been kept in protective holders away from moisture and air tend to maintain their condition much better. If you believe you have a high-grade 1990 D quarter, it may be worth getting it professionally graded. Professional grading services evaluate your coin's authenticity and condition, assigning it a grade that helps determine its market value. A certified high-grade coin can sell for significantly more than a raw, ungraded coin because buyers have confidence in its quality. Now, imagine this: a quarter you might normally spend on a snack could actually be worth hundreds of dollars if it has the right combination of condition and rarity. That's why collectors carefully examine every coin they come across. Many valuable coins are still out there, hidden in everyday circulation, coin jars, or old collections. People often overlook them simply because they don't know what to look for. So, the next time you receive change, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look at your 1990 D Washington quarter. Check the mint mark. Inspect the condition. Look for unusual features or errors, because one small detail could mean the difference between 25 cents and a valuable collectible. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt. And sometimes the treasure is hiding in plain sight. If you enjoy discovering hidden value in everyday coins, make sure to stay tuned, because the next coin you check could be the one that changes everything. Moneybag Fire Rocket. Have you ever looked at a simple quarter and wondered if it could secretly be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Today, we're uncovering the hidden truth about the 1970 Washington quarter, a coin that millions of people overlook every single day. But here's the shocking reality: some of these coins are far more valuable than you think. The 1970 Washington quarter is part of the long-running Washington quarter series, originally introduced in 1932. By 1970, the design had become extremely familiar, featuring George Washington on the front and an eagle on the reverse. Most people see it as just another common coin, but collectors know something different. The real value is hidden in condition, mint marks, and rare minting errors. In 1970, quarters were minted in two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from Philadelphia do not have a mint mark, while coins from Denver carry a small D mint mark on the obverse, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. At first glance, both versions look ordinary. But depending on what you find, that coin in your hand could be worth far more than 25 cents. Because millions of these coins were produced, most 1970 quarters found in circulation today are only worth face value. If your coin is worn, scratched, or has lost detail, it likely won't carry much premium. But here's where things start to change. Condition is everything in coin collecting. Coins that have never been circulated are called mint state coins. These coins retain their original shine, sharp details, and clean surfaces. A 1970 quarter in uncirculated condition might be worth anywhere from $1 to $10. But if the coin is in exceptionally high grade, such as MS65 or above, the value can rise quickly. Now here's where the real money comes in. High-grade examples graded MS67 or higher are extremely rare. These coins are almost flawless, with strong luster and minimal imperfections. Because so few exist, collectors are willing to pay hundreds of dollars for a single perfect coin. Some top-condition 1970 quarters have sold for impressive prices at auction. But condition alone is not the only factor. The biggest profits often come from mint errors, and this is where things get exciting. One of the most valuable errors to look for is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once at slightly different angles, creating a doubling effect on the design. Look closely at the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If the letters appear doubled or blurry, you may have a rare and valuable coin. Another major error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be missing. Coins that are significantly off-center, while still showing the date, can be worth hundreds of dollars depending on how dramatic the error is. You should also check for clipped planchet errors. These coins look like a portion of the edge has been cut off. This happens before the coin is struck and results in a unique shape that collectors find highly desirable. There are also die crack errors. These appear as raised lines running across the surface of the coin due to cracks in the minting die. Minor cracks may add small value, but large, dramatic cracks can significantly increase a coin's worth. Another hidden detail to watch for is strong luster and sharp strike quality. Some coins were struck with exceptional detail, making them stand out from the rest. These gem-quality coins can be worth far more than standard, uncirculated examples. Now, here's something many people don't realize: cleaning your coin can actually destroy its value. While it might seem like a good idea to make a coin shiny, cleaning removes the original surface and can leave scratches. Serious collectors always prefer coins in their natural, untouched condition. Storage also plays a huge role. Coins that have been kept in protective holders or collections often maintain their quality much better than coins that have been in circulation for years. If you believe you have a high-grade 1970 quarter, it might be worth having it professionally graded. Professional grading services authenticate your coin and assign it an official grade. This can dramatically increase its market value because buyers trust certified coins more than raw, ungraded ones. Now, imagine this: a quarter sitting in your pocket right now could be worth hundreds of dollars, and you might not even realize it. That's why collectors carefully examine every coin they come across. Many valuable coins are still out there, hiding in plain sight, in change jars, old piggy banks, or forgotten collections. People spend them every day without ever checking. So, before you spend your next quarter, take a closer look. Check the date. Look for the mint mark. Examine the condition. Search for unusual features or errors, because one small detail could turn an ordinary coin into a valuable treasure. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a hunt for hidden wealth. And your next discovery could be closer than you think. If you want to find coins worth serious money, keep searching, because the next coin you check might change everything. Money bag fire rocket. 1972 Washington quarter value money bag, rare error coins worth big money you might already have. Have you ever checked your pocket change and wondered if one simple quarter could be worth far more than 25 cents? Today, we're uncovering the hidden value of the 1972 Washington quarter, a coin that millions of people ignore, but collectors are always hunting for. The 1972 Washington quarter is part of one of the most popular coin series in U.S. history. Featuring George Washington on the front and the iconic eagle on the back, this coin may look ordinary at first glance. But here's the truth: some 1972 quarters are worth serious money, and they're still out there in circulation. In 1972, quarters were minted in Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins do not have a mint mark, while Denver coins carry a small demint mark on the obverse. Both types were produced in large numbers, which means most of them are still only worth face value. But not all of them. The real value depends on condition, rarity, and most importantly, mint errors. If you find a 1972 quarter in worn condition, it's usually only worth 25 cents. But if your coin is uncirculated, meaning it still has its original shine and sharp details, the value can jump to a few dollars. Coins graded MS65 or higher can be worth significantly more. Now here's where things get exciting. High-grade coins, especially those graded MS67 or better, are extremely rare. These coins look almost perfect, with strong luster and minimal marks. Because of their rarity, collectors can pay hundreds of dollars for a single coin. But the biggest money comes from error coins, and this is where you need to pay attention. One of the most valuable errors is the doubled die. This happens when the coin is struck more than once at slightly different angles, creating a doubling effect. Look closely at the words liberty and in God we trust. If you see clear doubling, your coin could be worth a lot more. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during minting. Part of the design will be missing, and the coin will look shifted. If the date is still visible, these coins can sell for hundreds of dollars depending on how off-center they are. There are also clipped planchet errors. These coins look like a piece of the edge has been cut off. This happens before the coin is struck, and collectors love these unusual shapes. The more dramatic the clip, the higher the value. Die crack errors are another hidden detail to watch for. These appear as raised lines across the surface of the coin due to cracks in the minting die. While small cracks may add minor value, large and visible cracks can increase the price significantly. You should also watch for strong strike quality and original luster. Some coins were struck better than others, making them stand out with sharper details. These gem quality coins can be worth much more than average uncirculated coins. Here's something very important: never clean your coin. Cleaning may make it look shiny, but it actually damages the surface and reduces its value. Collectors prefer coins in their original condition, even if they look slightly dull. If you believe you have a rare or high-grade 1972 quarter, consider getting it professionally graded. Graded coins are authenticated and assigned a condition score, which can greatly increase buyer confidence and value. Now, imagine this: a quarter sitting in your pocket right now could be worth hundreds of dollars, and you might not even know it. That's why collectors always check every coin carefully. Millions of valuable coins are still hidden in circulation, in jars, drawers, and old collections. People spend them every day without realizing their true worth. So, before you spend your next quarter, take a closer look. Check the date, the mint mark, the condition, and search for unusual errors. Because one small detail could turn an ordinary coin into a hidden treasure. Keep hunting, because the next coin you find might be worth far more than you ever imagined. Moneybag Fire Rocket